Thailand is well on its way to becoming the first country in Southeast Asia to legalize same-sex marriage. The most important hurdle, a vote in the lower house of parliament, was cleared in March. But even once this bill becomes law, there are more challenges to come. DW's Georg Martis met a lesbian couple in Bangkok who are hoping they will soon be able to get married in Thailand and enjoy the same rights as any heterosexual married couple.
They just want to be a family like any other. This is Araya, her wife Harriet, and their 5-month-old daughter Leah. The two Thai women got married in the UK 7 years ago and have been waiting since then to finally tie the knot in their home country too. This would make things easier, fairer.
When we have a baby together, she should get some benefit from their company, from her company, like support for education fee or the medical support from the company that she works for, like a normal couple, like between man and woman. But for us is woman and woman, we cannot get that.
Currently, only Araya is the legal guardian of their daughter, while Harriet is the only official owner of their home because they could not legally share the mortgage. As things are now, if Harriet were to leave the house to Araya in the event of her death, it would attract high inheritance taxes. The lower house of parliament is making moves to change all of that. It's passed the marriage equality bill. The law still has to be approved by the Senate and signed into law by the king. Nayana Sapapung has been fighting for this for many years.
When we talk about greater social acceptance, it didn't happen overnight. It's because LGBTQ+ individuals have refused to be suppressed and have continuously fought for their rights over time.
She is one of the most important representatives of civil society, giving evidence in the continuing Senate hearings on the matter. She says that the conservative pro-military government that ruled Thailand in the past tried to slow liberalization. But that ended when the Pure Thai Party, which is now in power, was one of the major parties who included marriage equality in its campaign promises. Araya and Harriet are optimistic that the bill will become law, and they're also hoping for further changes. The bill will only concern marriage. The legal terms father and mother will not be affected. Currently, one of the women has to register as father to their daughter. They fear this legal gray zone does not give them full parental rights.
It would be good if the first law is passed for the same-sex marriage, and then the parent certificate can become later. But we hope that to be...
We can wait.
We can wait, yeah.
That may take longer. But their wait for the Equal Marriage Act seems nearly over. The law will come into force 120 days after the king signs it. Then the two will have the big party they've always dreamed of and get married again.
I'm joined now from Bangkok by Muktapa Yangyuen Pradon. She is a human rights associate at the activist group Fortify Rights. Welcome. First of all, this bill still has to clear the Senate and be signed by the king. Is there any doubt that it will be passed into law?
Thank you so much for having me here today. I think it's very much likely that the bill will pass the Senate in the upcoming months and then being signed in the Royal Gazette by the king. The committee, like the Senate committee currently working on the bill, is really composed of civil society sectors and, people who've been fighting for this bill. And they're trying so hard to make this bill like the best and final version of this bill before sending back. So I think we don't see a very major challenge at this moment when it comes to passing the Senate's House.
And how significant a moment is this for Thai civil society and especially for LGBTQ people?
Oh, for sure. The legislation of LGBTQI marriage, the marriage equality, the bill, it would definitely raise further awareness about LGBTQI issues in the society, and also setting a very solid stage for advancing other LGBTQI rights in Thailand. I think it will be a very firm step towards full recognition of the rights of LGBTI people, like including parenting and inheritance rights, and also like healthcare consent, as well as equal social rights and other benefits that's currently enjoyed by just, heterosexual couples in the society. And also other, LGBTQI related bills like gender recognition bill is in line for parliamentary consideration too. So I think this bill will open up for those kinds of opportunity to come up in Thai society.
So overall, positive developments there. But as we just heard in the report, there are concerns about the terminology used in the wording of the new law. Can you tell us a bit more about that?
For sure. So like the principle of the law at this moment, what we already have kind of succeeded in trying to include is to change a very gender terminology of man and woman into individuals, and husband and wife into spouses. So these are gender neutral terms, but there are still a bit of concerns when it comes to the word mother and father, which I think needs to be changed into a more gender neutral words like parents. So that's the fight that we're still fighting for. And we hope that we are able to, further revise this in maybe future occasions of the amendments of the bills.
Thailand already has laws banning discrimination over gender identity and sexual orientation. It is also seen as one of Asia's most LGBTQ+ friendly nations. Why do you think Thais are so much more tolerant than other Asian societies?
I think we see a kind of openly level of tolerance for LGBTQI in Thailand at the moment. It may be like a very cultural things for Thai people, but then I would say that to look at it very critically on a surface level, we might see that there are more level of acceptance and tolerance. But I would also say as an insider that there are still a lot of indirect discrimination towards LGBTQI people in Thai society too. So while this country may seem like a heaven for LGBTQI couples, or for LGBTQI people in general, like more are still suffering from a lack of full rights and protection for them. Yeah, so it's a fight that we've been fighting for, even though it seems like we are maybe like better, better comparing to other countries, but I think it's still a long way to go to grant full and equal rights for LGBTI people.
Rights activist Muktapa Yangyuan Pradon in Bangkok. Thanks very much for speaking to us.
Thank you so much.